Knock, knock.
Enter.
Hey, Ronnie. Good morning. My name is John. I'm going to be your student nurse for the day. Let me wash my hands real quick. Could you please verify your name and date of birth, please?
Ronald Luchams, May 1999.
All right. Thank you so much. And I am going to record this video, if that's okay with you. And today I am going to do your neuro and eye exam. And for this exam, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions and ask you to do a couple of things for me, please, okay? All right, so before we get started, do you wear any glasses or contacts?
No.
Any change in your vision?
No.
All right, so I'm going to assess for alertness and orientation. Could you tell me your name again, please?
Ronald Luchams.
And can you tell me the time?
It's 4 p.m.
And do you know the date? Tell me the date, please.
It's February 20th.
All right, and do you know where you are? Where are you?
1105 Sims Sanko, Hamilton.
All right, thank you so much. So the patient is alert and oriented to name, date, time, and place. So I am going to assess your 12 cranial nerves, okay? And I am going to start with your olfactory nerve, okay? And I have two items in my hands. You're going to cover one nostril for me. What's that smell?
Vanilla.
All right, and what's this smell?
Coffee.
Thank you so much. So the first cranial nerve is intact and the smell is intact bilaterally. So next I'm going to do your eye exam. I'm going to inspect the external eye structures for any symmetry, lesions, drainage, crusting, and eyelash distribution. And upon inspection, there is no lesions, no symmetry, no drainage, no crusting, and the eyelashes and eyebrows have equal hair distribution. I am going to inspect the sclera, and the sclera is white. I'm going to inspect your conjunctiva. The conjunctiva is pink and moist. So next I'm going to assess your optic nerve, and I am going to use what we call the Snellen chart and I am going to stand about 10 feet away from you. And could you please cover your one eye? What's the first line that you see on this chart?
Line 8.
Line 8? All right, could you read for me everything on line 8?
D, E, F, P, O, T, E, C.
All right, thank you. Could you please cover your other eye? And can you read for me everything from on line 8 from left to right?
C, E, P, O, P, F, E, D.
All right, so the OD is 20/20, and I am going to test your visual peripheral fields. And please tell me if you can see my fingers, okay?
No. No.
Now do it again.
No. No.
All right, so the visual fields are intact. So I am then going to assess your third, fourth, and sixth cranial nerves, and I will start with the oculomotor nerve, and I am going to assess the pupils for equality, shape, and reactivity to light. So using the pen light, the pupils are about 3 millimeters, and so next and then could you look at the pen light? Look at me, look at the pen light, and look at me. All right, so the pupils are equal, round, and they're reactive to light bilaterally, and they're reactive to light and accommodation, and the corneal light is positive bilaterally. All right, so I'm going to move. Next would be the trochlear nerve. That also involves the movements of the eye via the 6 cardinal fields, which we already did, and then the abducens nerve, which also involves movement via the 6 cardinal fields, and those were both negative. So I am then going to assess. I am going to assess for convergence, and could you look at my hand? Look at my finger. Like that. And all right. So there is positive convergence. There is no nystagmus and lateral extraocular movements. So next, I am going to assess the trigeminal nerve, and I have two. So this is going to be sharp, and this is going to be smooth. Okay. So tell me what you feel.
Sharp. Sharp. Soft. Sharp. Soft. Sharp.
All right. And then I'm going to palpate your temporomandibular nerve. All right. So the trigeminal nerve is intact, and I am going to defy your facial nerve. Could you please smile for me? Could you puff your cheeks up? And could you raise your eyebrows for me? All right. So the facial nerve is intact. Next, I'm going to assess the acoustic nerve, and I am going to say something in your ear. Could you close your one ear?
Transparent.
Could you close this other ear?
Transparent.
All right. The acoustic nerve is intact. Next, I'm going to assess the glossopharyngeal nerve, and you're going to help me swallow and say ah. Can you do that again? All right. So the glossopharyngeal nerve is intact. I am going to defy the vagus nerve. And so next I'm going to assess the spinal accessory nerve. Could you shrug your shoulders, please? All right. So can you push? Push away. All right. Thank you. And can you push your face towards my hand? No, don't move your face. Could you push? All right. And this side. All right. So the spinal accessory nerve is intact. Next, I'm going to assess the hypoglossal nerve. And could you stick your tongue out for me, please? Could you turn it left and right, up and down? All right, so the tongue is midline, and the hypoglossal nerve is intact. So next, I am going to assess for the reflexes, and I am going to do. I am going to start with your triceps. And okay. And then your biceps. And then the brachioradialis, and then I'm going to assess the patella, which is right here. That's +2. And then finally the Achilles. All right. So all the reflexes, all the reflexes are 2+ bilaterally, and next I'm going to assess your motor coordination, and I'm going to assess your upper extremity strength. Could you please squeeze my hands tight? All right. So there is upper extremity strength. It's equal bilaterally, and next I am going to assess for rapid coordination. Could you point your one finger to, and can you do that quick, please? All right. Could you do it with your eyes closed and do it faster? All right. Thank you so much. So I am going to have you alternate your finger to your thumb, one finger at a time to your thumb. All right. Can you do it faster? All right. Thank you so much. So there is fine motor movement. The fine motor movement is intact bilaterally. So next I'm going to assess the gait. Could you please stand up and walk for me? Walk. All right. Turn back. All right, and could you walk? There is the tandem walking. All right, the tandem walking is positive and there is a smooth gait. So next we are going to complete the Romberg test. Okay, could you close your eyes and stick your hands out for me, please? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, and there is negative Romberg. And finally, we are going to assess the pronator drift. And could you stick your hands out again for me? And with your palms facing up, eyes closed. All right, so there is negative pronator drift. Thank you so much.